Darius, tell us a little bit about what is going on in your life. Your third year, you may come back and play another year. You may not. You want to move. What's going on? How's life?
Life's been pretty great. I've been doing a lot of research on reselling shoes and all that, getting into the graphic designing business. Just kind of want to move forward with the graphic designing to get my brand out there a little bit too. The brand is called Yellow Tape Kicks, and
slow down. Say that again.
Yellow Tape Kicks.
Okay.
And it's just a little friend-oriented group. Just wanting to collect shoes. Get into the business of shoes.
Yeah, because this has been a thing for a while for you, hasn't it? Like, when did you first start taking a look at shoes and liking them and thinking you could have an impact in that industry?
That's a great question. I probably started when I was in about 5th grade, maybe. I always loved shoes. I was rocking a Converse in elementary school, so I was always into shoes, and I always loved to draw. So, I just kind of want to mix those things, get my brand out there a little bit.
Right. Yeah. How many different pairs of shoes have you worn for games this year?
Probably about 3 or 4 different pairs of shoes. You
had some kind of pastel-colored ones on, I think, the last time I really noticed. Mm-hmm. You have names for your shoes?
Nah, not really. I just, I just put them on. If they look good, I just put them on.
Yeah. Okay, so when you come to the gym to play, when you come to get, suited up, do you bring a bunch of different shoes, or do you kind of bring maybe the ones that you like and think that'll be the best?
Yeah, I'll probably bring about the best pair of shoes. I'll probably, wear, or I practice in the day before. I'll wear those in the game. It's a different flavor for every game. So.
Right. Now you've got some bright yellow ones on. This will be a little bit awkward, but can you put your foot up somewhere we can see them, or take it off?
Yeah.
Hold it up there. Okay. So that's. What do you have a name for those?
These are called the Lightning 4s. They came out a few years back. I wasn't able to get them, so this year I was able to get them.
Okay. Now hold it up. Let's see if we can get it. Just hold it up by your chin there. There you go. Okay, so that's obviously a bright yellow. Does it have a special name for the color, by the way? Is it like a warning?
I don't even know. It's probably the color is probably on the box somewhere.
Yeah. So you wear, that's a basketball shoe, I'm assuming, right? But you're wearing it on the street, so you do both? Obviously you have to have special ones for court, right?
I do both. Usually my newest pair I got 2 pairs, so. Okay. One to just wear and then one to just play basketball.
Okay, gotcha.
That's how I usually do it now.
Okay, gotcha. So you have to have 2 pairs of each.
Yes.
All right. What's your favorite shoe of all time? You can put your shoe back on. I'm going to make you uncomfortable.
My favorite basketball shoe is probably, I'll have to go with the Jordan 11 Concords.
Okay.
Those have to be one of the favorite shoes I've ever seen.
Give me a scouting report. What made them good?
Well, Jordan wore them in the game, so that's one of them. And then just the silhouette of the shoe is just a white and black shoe with the clear bottom. It's nice. It's never, you don't see that many times on the court.
Yeah. You talk the talk and you walk the walk. You know a lot about this stuff, don't you? Yeah. Where do you want it to take you? What are you going to do with your like you said, your company and all of this knowledge?
Hopefully it takes me different states, different people, different, connects all over. I can just meet a NBA player just by, making it or creating this shoe, just anywhere, obviously.
Yeah. And that can be a lucrative career. You can make some money on that. Right. Yeah. Tell me about the basketball team. Struggling a little bit in terms of wins and losses, and the KCK game this week didn't go the way you wanted it to. What's kind of going on with the basketball team?
It's kind of a slow grind. We have people from last year, but all around it's definitely a new team. So we just have to work the kinks out and just get comfortable with playing with each other. That's it. That's all it is.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach Esri has talked about this, and everybody talks about it. We have 4 meaningful games really this year, starting with the Metro game that we're doing this interview for. And does that put extra pressure on you guys, or are you okay with that?
Nah, no pressure. We got it. We gonna pull it out. This is the important games. That's what we really focus on. To be honest, we focus on all games, but the most important games we'll pull out because we know we we need those.
Right. You're a veteran. You've been here, like we said, and I know you started for part of last year also, and starting this year. What kind of leadership do you have to bring in that role?
The kind of leadership I got to bring is, just making everybody, want to compete with each other, keeping everybody positive on the level stage, because I know it can like when the lights and stuff come on, it can kind of be like, frightening or something like that.
Sure. Yeah, I think everybody at the college level has a little bit of nerves,
even
especially the first 2 years.
I get a little nervous sometimes too for games. Too.
Yeah. What's your pregame routine for? What do you do the day of a game? Anything special?
Just listen to music. Honestly, I like listening to R&B sometimes before the games.
Are we talking about like old school R&B?
Old school.
Who are you listening to?
I don't know the artist, but it's just I like listening to a lot of old school because my mom listens to a lot of old school, so I get it from her a lot.
Okay. Music, and what else? Do you have a favorite food you eat or anything like that?
Probably wings and fries. Wings and fries, most definitely.
Okay, that's a good one. And I was going to ask you, do you have any superstitions? Do you have anything that you won't do on a basketball court because you're superstitious?
No, I always wore 2 pair of socks for some reason. I always wore 2 pair of socks, and I never changed it.
Yeah.
It feels uncomfortable to wear 1 pair of socks during the game, so I always wore 2 pair of socks.
Right. You talked about your mom a second ago. Tell me a little bit about her. I think you have a kind of affection for her a little bit, just the way you look.
My mom is my homie. That's my homie.
What's her name?
First lady, Alicia Walsh.
Okay.
That's the homie. She really just puts a clear path for me. Make sure I'm staying level headed through all this, staying patient.
Right.
That's one thing I had to learn when I got to college, was stay patient.
In what way?
With being a walk-on in a redshirt, you gotta sit that whole year out of not playing and just watching games, so that really was like an open eye for me, just to stay patient. The time will come type.
Right. I don't know. I've noticed, like after last year, I think you were in the top 20 in total assists last year, even though you didn't, start, but maybe part of the games. This year, it seems like you've gone into a role where you kind of do what's necessary when it's necessary. Some nights you'll score some points. Some nights it's the assists. Always good ball defense. Am I on the right track with that?
Yes, sir. I try to do what's most necessary for our team to win, really. Being the leader, you got to take on the role of doing that. Some nights I won't score. Some nights are just bad, but just keeping positive, that helps everybody get through it.
Yeah, absolutely. And we can use a little bit of that right now as we go into these 4 games that are really meaningful, starting with Metro. You've talked about, what you want to do after North Central. You're going to you want to travel a little bit, right? Any specific destinations where you'd like to end up?
I'm loving Texas right now, especially. I love Florida. I want to go to Arizona. I've never been to Arizona.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to, try to at least go out to school to a 4-year somewhere out of state,
Yeah, good deal. It's been, great watching you play. I love the way you've battled through some times in your, in this, when you weren't starting. And like you said, you were a walk-on and had to battle. We've had some talented guard, no question about it. Now you're the guy, and you've really worked hard to get there. So we appreciate that.
Thank you.
And I know I'm going to see your shoes somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
I really do expect to be comped a pair of shoes at some point in your career when you're a millionaire. Okay.
Got you.
We just don't forget the small people.
I got you. I love
Thank you, sir.
Forever. Yep.
All right. And we'll be back with more in a moment.